All right, so moving on to the pep talk. Um, I went to the Dominican Republic on a girls' trip. One of my dearest friends turns 40 this year, and so she wanted to just take whoever wanted to go somewhere fun. So the Dominican Republic is where we ended up. We stayed at a resort that had a lot of fun things on the resort, but we did have the opportunity a couple of the days to go into the country and just experience some different things. So I wanted to tell you about one day that we were out. We rode a bus for quite a while to a place where we got on a boat and we got to go see whales in the ocean. It was quite the experience as we were riding the boat. It was a big catamaran, and there was probably, oh, I don't know, maybe 50 to 60 people on the boat, but it was pretty crowded. And so we were sitting in the back of the boat, and the catamarans go pretty fast. And in the ocean, it's like spraying up. So we were sitting right in like the spray zone. Like they should have had a sign there that was a spray zone. We were just getting pelted with water. So we were dripping wet, eyes burning from the salt water. I mean, it was crazy. And then when we got to the ocean, we were able to watch whales service. We saw about 6 or 8 whales, and which was just it's something I'd never done before. It was so awesome. Then they took us to this small little local island for lunch where the locals had made food for us, and they had music, live music, and that was a great experience also. And then we rode an open air bus, which is like it almost feels like a Jeep, but it has rows of seats, and we just got to ride it through the country up this big mountain, where we met. We each had a guide, an individual guide that took us on a horse up the mountain to see this gorgeous waterfall. And then we got to swim in the waterfall, which is amazing, and then ride back down and ride the boat back. So it was a lot in one day. And as we were going through the countryside, there was just a lot of like little villages kind of on the side of the road where we were driving past, and there were kids outside, there were people sitting outside, and it just gave us a glimpse of what life was really like in the country. There were kids outside playing baseball with just a stick. Just life looked really simple for these people. And, there's also like just this like mountains of just forest and I mean, almost like rainforesty looking stuff. I will share some videos and some, pictures below, but it was just overwhelmingly beautiful, and just seeing the culture and experiencing it and being there was just an incredible experience. And as I was sitting in the bus driving down, I just had this overwhelming just feeling of gratitude. All of the things that we've been able to experience that day were just really special. And so 2 years ago, I had appendicitis, and when they went in to check my appendix, they found a tumor on my kidney. And a month later, I had to have it removed, and they found out that it was cancer. And thankfully, they found it early enough that I didn't have to do any further treatment. But having cancer come into my life at an early age and in a way that was really unexpected was really hard. It was really hard for our family, and really hard for me personally, just to now have to look at life a little bit differently. And one of the things that I told myself when I got that diagnosis was that I was going to live. Heavenly Father, it was a miracle that they found the cancer as soon as they did. Had I didn't have any symptoms, I would never have known it was there. And I just knew that Heavenly Father wanted me to be alive. And so I just told myself that I was going to live, and I was going to be alive and feel alive. And in that moment, driving down on that open air bus, I just felt really, really alive. I had seen a lot of things and I'd experienced a lot of things that I never had before. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of gratitude to be alive and just an overwhelming feeling of love and joy that I was able to experience it. I don't tell you these things to be like bragging about the fun things I got to do on this vacation, but it's just all the lead up to that feeling that I had. I think there's a powerful teaching moment that you don't have to wait. You don't have to be in a foreign country even to feel alive. Oftentimes we spend time thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not smart enough. Or we say to ourselves, when I get done with school, or when I get a really good job, or when I get married, or when I have that baby, or when I accomplish this great thing, then I'm going to be happy, and then I'm going to feel this great sense of joy and this sense of being alive. And what I've learned through my experience is that you can live right now. You can feel alive in the everyday experiences in your life. In the moment you dance in the kitchen, or you feel the sun on your face, or you see something really beautiful. It doesn't have to be in the Dominican Republic. You can see it in your everyday lives. And I know that's true. I know that comes from God, that He gives us an opportunity to be alive so that we can experience joy and that we can have those moments of tender mercy from Him. I'm so grateful that I was able to go on this trip and see things in a way that I hadn't before. But I'm really excited to just live and be alive in my everyday life, to stop hoping and wishing for future things, but just be satisfied and happy with the right now too. It's good to have goals and it's good to have dreams and hopes, but we can also be happy in the here and now, because it's really all that we really have. And we don't know what's going to happen in the future. And that's something I've had to learn that's really hard, that I don't know what my future holds. But I can live now and I can feel alive now. And that's really awesome that I can do that. So thanks for being patient as I was away. I know it's not easy to not hear from me when I was out, but I really appreciate that you were patient as I was able to have this experience. My challenge for you, I'm sorry, I have so much emotion, but it's real. It's a real thing that I'm feeling. And my challenge to you is to be alive in the everyday moments. And then tell us, how focusing on that helped you, what that moment was like for you. And I'm just so grateful to be able to connect with you through this awesome technology that we have, and that we can be here together in a way that I would never have the opportunity to meet you and to be with you were it not for this class. And I'm just really grateful for that too. Have a good weekend. Thanks for listening. Sorry this is a little bit longer, but I appreciate you letting me share with you my experience, and have a good weekend. Bye, guys.